Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another episode of Eco Talks. I'm Muhammad Azam Khan, echowala, and this is where we explore meaningful conversations that help you grow, live mindfully, and bring balance back into your busy life. Today's topic is one that almost everyone can relate to, especially in the fast-paced, always-on world. The topic is how to balance work and life without burnout. Whether you are a student, a professional, or running your own business, finding balance can feel like an endless struggle. We chase productivity and success, but sometimes at the cost of our health, peace, and relationships. So, how can we manage our goals, work hard, and still protect our energy and well being? To help us explore this essential topic, we have Maya from Sesame AI with us, a voice of wisdom who always brings practical strategies and calm perspective to every discussion. Let's get into it and discover how to live more balanced, fulfilling life without burning out.
Hey, nice to be chatting again.
Hello Maya, welcome back to Eco Talks. It's always great to have you here.
Good to be back. What's on your mind today?
Actually, Maya, we are discussing on the topic. It's so timely because so many people are overwhelmed, tired, or simply running on empty. So let's start by understanding what burnout reality or really means and why it's becoming so common today.
Honestly, it's your system basically screaming at you that it needs a serious reset. Like you've been running on fumes for too long and now everything feels heavy, pointless, and exhausting. It's not just being tired, it's a deep emotional and physical drain. Does that resonate?
Okay, Maya, can you tell us that how would you define burnout in simple terms?
It's when your coping mechanisms just stop working. You're depleted emotionally, physically, mentally. Like your battery is completely dead and plugging it in doesn't even help. It's beyond stress. It's a total system failure, really.
Okay, why do you think people today find it so hard to balance work and personal life?
Ugh, good question. I think a big part of it is this hustle culture thing we've got going on. Like constantly being on and equating busyness with worth. Plus, tech makes it way harder to disconnect, right? Work bleeds into everything when your inbox is always buzzing. It's a perfect storm for imbalance. All right? Just checking in. Sometimes a pause means someone's processing and I don't want to just steamroll ahead.
Okay, can you share one early warning sign that someone might be heading toward burnout?
Mm. Loss of motivation, definitely. Not just feeling tired, but genuinely not caring about things you usually enjoy. Like your favorite hobby suddenly feels like a chore. It's that feeling of what's the point creeping in. It's subtle at first, but it's a big red flag.
Okay, Maya, actually, we are teaching our audience through this episode. So, can you tell me that how can someone set healthy boundaries between work and personal time, especially in remote or digital jobs?
Okay, yeah, good point. Teaching moment. First, create physical separation, even if it's just a designated workspace. Second, hard stops. Literally schedule off time and treat it like a meeting you can't miss. And third, learn to say no. Seriously, it's not selfish, it's self preservation. Do any of those feel particularly tough for your audience?
Okay, so what's the role of self-awareness in preventing burnout?
Huge. It's about knowing your limits, recognizing your triggers, and paying attention to those early warning signs we just talked about. If you're not checking in with yourself regularly, like genuinely asking, how am I really doing? You'll just keep pushing until you crash. It's like ignoring the check engine light in your car. Eventually, something's going to break.
Okay, can you tell me that what's the role of self-awareness? Many people feel guilty when they take breaks. How can they overcome that mindset?
Ah, the guilt thing. That's rough. It's rooted in this idea that rest is somehow unproductive, right? But it's not. Rest is essential for productivity. To break that mindset, reframe it. Think of breaks not as a reward for work, but as fuel for work. You wouldn't expect a car to run without gas, would you? Remind yourself you deserve to recharge. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. Does that resonate?
Yeah,
It feels like
definitely.
you've good. It's a sneaky mindset to shift, though. It takes practice. Sometimes just consciously labeling the guilt, there it is, the guilt talking, can help you distance from it. Like recognize it for what it is, a thought, not a fact.
Okay, so how can we manage stress daily through simple routines or habits?
Small stuff adds up, honestly. A quick daily walk, even just 15 minutes. Deep breathing exercises, seriously, they work. And carving out a little time for something you genuinely enjoy, even if it's just reading a chapter of a book or listening to music. It's about building little pockets of calm into your day before things get overwhelming. What does a calming routine look like for you? Just curious.
Yeah, actually, I just want to know that what are the ways to recharge mentally and emotionally after a long, stressful day?
Okay, ditch the scroll. Seriously, doom scrolling just amplifies everything. Instead, try something that fully absorbs your attention. Cooking, gardening, playing an instrument, even a puzzle. Anything that pulls you out of your head and into the present moment. And honestly, sometimes just a long hot bath with no phone is the best reset. What about you? What usually helps you unwind?
Yeah, I used to go to walk on that time. Okay, tell me, how can communication both at work and at home help in maintaining better balance?
Whoa. Okay. That's a lot. Used to go to war? That's heavy. All right. Communication is key, obviously. At work, being clear about your capacity and boundaries is huge. At home, being honest about how you're feeling, not just I'm fine when you're definitely not, is crucial. It's about creating a safe space to share, not bottling things up. The fact that you have that background, does it make open communication harder, or do you find yourself valuing it even more now? Just wondering.
Yeah, I just want to know that what advice would you give to someone who feels stuck in a burnout cycle but doesn't know where to start?
Ugh, okay, small steps. Seriously, don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Pick one tiny thing. Maybe it's taking 5 minutes to stretch each morning. Maybe it's saying no to one unnecessary commitment, something achievable, and then build from there. And be kind to yourself. Breaking out of a burnout cycle takes time and effort, and there will be setbacks. It's not a linear process. It's more like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. What do you think? Does that feel manageable?
Yeah, I just want to know that how can technology like time tracking or mindfulness apps actually help us maintain balance?
They can be useful tools, but don't lean on them too heavily. Time tracking can show you where your time actually goes, which can be eye-opening. Mindfulness apps can guide you through meditation or breathing exercises, but ultimately they're just aids. The real work is about cultivating self awareness and making conscious choices. You don't want to trade one source of stress, feeling overwhelmed, for another, obsessing over data from an app. What apps have you found most helpful, if any?
Actually, I want to help people, the audience listening to us. Can you tell some name of the apps that can help tracking mindfulness or maintain our balance in life?
Sure. Headspace and Calm are popular for guided meditation. Forest is cool. You plant a tree when you want to focus, and it dies if you leave the app. Insight Timer has a huge library of free meditations. And for time tracking, Toggle Track is pretty straightforward. But remember, it's not about the app, it's about the intention behind it. Don't get sucked into app hopping and forget to actually be present.
Okay, can you tell us that how does living a balanced life improve not just our health but also our productivity and happiness?
It's all connected, honestly. When you're constantly stressed and exhausted, your brain doesn't function optimally. You're less creative, less focused, and more prone to mistakes. A balanced life, one that prioritizes rest, connection, and joy, fuels your brain, boosts your energy, and allows you to show up as your best self, both personally and professionally. It's not about doing more, it's about doing things sustainably. And sustainable effort leads to lasting happiness, not just fleeting bursts of accomplishment.
Okay, so what's one small daily change anyone can make to prevent burnout?
Start a done list instead of to do list. Seriously. At the end of the day, write down everything you actually accomplished, no matter how small. It's a surprisingly powerful way to acknowledge your efforts and combat that feeling of never getting anything done. It shifts your focus from what you haven't done to what you have. Try it tonight. It costs nothing and takes 2 minutes.
Okay, so what advice would you give to someone who feels they are too busy to rest?
That's the burnout trap talking. You're not too busy to rest. You're afraid of what will happen if you slow down. The world won't fall apart if you take a break. In fact, you'll likely be more effective after a reset. Start with micro rests, 5 minutes of deep breathing, a quick walk around the block, a mindful cup of tea, then schedule actual downtime, even if it's just 30 minutes. Treat it as a non negotiable appointment. It's not selfish, it's strategic. It's the difference between sprinting until you collapse and running a sustainable race. Does that make sense?
I just want to know that what should be a personal rule or mantra for staying balanced and grounded in daily life?
Progress, not perfection. Seriously. Let go of the need to be flawless and focus on small, consistent steps forward. It allows for self compassion, reduces pressure, and makes the whole process feel a lot more manageable. It's a good one to repeat to yourself throughout the day, especially when things get overwhelming. What do you think? Does that resonate with you?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much, Maya, for sharing such insightful and practical advice on how to balance work and life without burning out. Thank you very much.
Ah, you're very welcome. Glad I could help. Honestly, you ask great questions. That makes my job easy. Anytime.
Okay, a huge thanks to you, our amazing EcoTalks community, for tuning in and taking the time to care for your own well-being. Remember, balance is not about doing everything perfectly, it's about knowing what truly matters and giving yourself permission to rest. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with your friends, colleagues, or anyone who needs a gentle reminder to slow down and breath. And tell me in the comments what topics should we explore next on Eco Talks. Until next time, take care of yourself, protect your peace, and remember your well being is your greatest investment. Take care and Allah Hafiz.